So Cheryl Reeve will be facing off against Caitlin Clark again, and she will be trying to get her revenge and get her win back against Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever. So as you guys know, Cheryl Reeve and Caitlin Clark are not the biggest fans, obviously. Cheryl Reeve was the head coach of USA Basketball, and they could have chose to take Caitlin Clark, but they did not. But furthermore than that, she will have a chance at getting another win against Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever. As you guys can see, she coaches the Minnesota Lynx, and the last time they faced each other, the Indiana Fever won 81-74 against the Minnesota Lynx. It was honestly a great game by the Indiana Fever, but the Indiana Fever did pull away closer to the fourth quarter of this game for them to close it out against them. The Minnesota Lynx were actually missing key players during this win from the Indiana Fever. As you guys can see here, Collier, she was out. She wasn't playing, but now she's back playing for the WNBA and for the Minnesota Lynx, and she's been honestly going on a tear recently. Collier, ever since she's been back, she's been averaging 20 to 10, so she's honestly been incredible for the Minnesota Lynx, and this is honestly a much better team than previously before the break that the Indiana Fever did play. And the Lynx also have a new player on their team after the break, and this is Massey Hines-Allen. She's been averaging 7 points, 4 and 2. This is another new player for the Minnesota Lynx that has been playing much better as well. And honestly, the Minnesota Lynx have been looking much better as a squad and team since they last played before the Olympic break. I do expect this game to be another great game. Basically, the last time they played, it's a whole much better team for the Minnesota Lynx, and they have been playing much better. As you guys can see, the Minnesota Lynx right now are the 3rd seed in the WNBA with 21 wins and 8 losses. They're the 3rd team in the league right now, and they've been playing so much better than the Seattle Storm, Aces, Mercury. There's so many games ahead of the Indiana Fever as of right now, and this is honestly has to do because Collier, she's been playing incredible this year. Ever since she came back from injury, she's been playing amazing for the Minnesota Lynx. So this honestly is going to be a close game. As you guys can see, the Minnesota Lynx were actually playing the Las Vegas Aces yesterday, and the Las Vegas Aces are back-to-back WNBA champions, but they lost to the Minnesota Lynx yesterday, 87-74. The Minnesota Lynx are beating the Las Vegas Aces, which are back-to-back WNBA champions. Then you know the Lynx are here, and they're here to stay. They're much better since their full team is healthy as well. They have a 12-man roster. For them to beat the Las Vegas Aces right now is honestly a great thing, and the fact that they have a higher seed than the Aces and the Seattle Storm, man, it just tells you how great they are this season, and how the last game they played against the Indiana Fever, they have a much healthier team and a much better team than previously when they played here. So, and they've honestly been on a roll as well. The Lynx are on a 5-game winning streak. They've been playing so much better this season, and this should be a close game, honestly. Today's going to be another test to how great they are and if they can honestly beat the Minnesota Lynx. If the Indiana Fever can beat the Minnesota Lynx, the 3rd best team in the league right now, if they can get this done, again, honestly believe the Indiana Fever can make a deep playoff run, potentially go to the championship game. So this will tell again, the Indiana Fever great enough to beat one of the top playoff teams again. They beat them previously, but now the Lynx are fully healthy with a new addition of players. Will they be able to beat the Lynx when they're fully healthy? That's something that we're gonna have to find out today. And I'm a big Fever fan. I want the Indiana Fever to win, but the Minnesota Lynx right now, the way they're playing, and after beating the Las Vegas Aces, back-to-back WNBA champions, this is going to be another test to see if the Indiana Fever can get it done with Caitlin Clark. And I truly believe the Indiana Fever, they have what it takes to beat the Minnesota Lynx. They just honestly have to play how they played against the Seattle Storm and how they played previously against the Phoenix Mercury. Play with fast pace and give the ball to Caitlin Clark, honestly, That's all you have to do. Fast pace, give the ball to Caitlin Clark. She'll make it work. And these are the summary leaders for their teams right now. Minnesota Lynx Collier, she's been playing incredible. 20 points, 10 rebounds. Like I said, she's been playing amazing for the Minnesota Lynx. This is why this is going to make this matchup even better. Should be a great close game. Then we have Corey Williams with 5 assists, playing great. Then on Indiana Fever, we have Caitlin Clark, 17 points, 8 assists, and then Aaliyah Balson with 9 rebounds. Yeah, it's going to be a great game, and I honestly expect the Indiana Fever, led by Caitlin Clark, to honestly get this win again. I want the Indiana Fever to win. This will be another test. If they're ready to go far in the playoffs and win the championship this season, they can beat the Minnesota Lynx. The Indiana Fever have a great chance of going to the championship and making a deep playoff run, honestly. Let's see, will Cheryl Reeve finally get her revenge against Caitlin Clark and finally get a win? Or will Caitlin Clark proceed and lead 2-0 in the series against the Minnesota Lynx?